13 Love. Thank you for watching this video if you are watching it. It's currently January 11th of 2018 of the Gregorian calendar. And I am here today just to basically give my set proclamations that I've already made in the past. But I'm going to be bringing it to you via video form, via YouTube. I also have these proclamations available on my Twitter page. Just go ahead and look up Christophe Soto Bey and you will see my proclamations are all there on my page. As you'll see here, I actually have my proclamations on a paper, and I'm going to go ahead and read off my proclamations. And these proclamations are to myself and to the world, to all corporations, to all entities. Let it be known to the Queen of England, to the Pope. Let it be known to any single body or entity that these proclamations I am making. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. I, Christophe Soto Bey, hereby declare these proclamations to all nations and to all corporations for the record and on the record, with emphasis added. On the record, for the record, I, Christophe Soto Bey, am a walking, talking, independent island mortal man and a living spirit. I am not a human. I am not a person, I am not a corporation or any other type of abomination. I, Christophe Soto Bey, am a true Moor by my birthright. My foremothers and forefathers established the original Moorish empire, a state that is recognized worldwide. Here we have a picture of John Kerry with our flag here, which is representative of the Moors, which is over 10,000 years old. Now, for the record, on the record, I, Christophe Soto Bey, am a TLC 13 Love Community Private Associate, not a corporate fiction. I proclaim my rights as a true free Moor. I, Christophe Soto Bey, am a sentient being, not an artificial person or an all-cap entity. Emphasis added. I, Christophe Soto Bey, take ownership and mastership of the straw man Christian Soto and its commerce, trust, and fictitious holdings. For the record, as a Moor, I am not allowed to be a U.S. corporation slave property. This is against all the treaties and against the Most High's laws on earth. Let it be known, I hereby void all contracts, vows, pledges, oaths, agreements of entrapments, and promises, conscious or unconscious, made by me, detrimental to me. For the record, I hereby void all contracts and any other entrapment agreements detrimental to me made outside of biblical or natural law. I am Christophe Soto Bey, a Moorish American national, not Negro, not black, not colored, not Hispanic, not Latino, or any sort of other abominations. I am what I say I am and nothing else. Take note. For the record, I'm nobody. I'm somebody. I'm not an incorporated U.S. citizen. I'm unincorporated sentient being of the Most High's El Elohim Elohim. I am non-resident, alien. I am foreign to the U.S. I am not a citizen, not a U.S. citizen. I am not a federal citizen. I am not a domestic citizen. 913. For the record, I pledge my allegiance to the Most High's and to the Most High's only. And that is TLC 13 Love Community Private. For the record, I, Christophe Soto Bey, am a child of Hashem and Hashemah, not a U.S. citizen, but a Moor by blood, by liberty, a sovereign being. I am a man created in the image of our father Hashem, the living Hashem of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, and the father of Christ Yeshua. For the record, I am a man created in the image of the Most High, not human. I do not consent to human rights. A true Moor has God-given rights. Emphasis added. Wink, wink. For the record, I am not a Christian. I am not Muslim. I am not a Jew or any sort of other religious dominations. I am a child of the Most High, and my turban and fez and my crown and my garments show my devotion to my Creator. For the record, I'm not Islamic, I'm not Christian, I only follow the Most High's right way as a true Moor. 9:13. For the record, I am not part of any religious groups promoting hate or pushing hate and terrorism. I am a true Moor guided by the laws of Hashem, God's laws. For the record, I am upon the continental of Mexam, United States minor and outer lying islands. For the record, I am a true Moor, honoring the Treaty of Peace and Friendship of 1787 between Morocco and the United States Incorporated, Articles 1 through 25. It still stands. For the record, I was born sovereign, natural-born citizen. I claim my birthrights and break ties with the corporate identity of Social Security identity. For the record, I do not consent to or support artificial intelligence and sin, nor am I a part of any of the corrupt people in government that fund it. I, Christoph Soto Bey, uphold love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice for all of Amma and Hashem's creations. Nata'ank Yah to the Most Highs. The tree here, or the flag here, is representative of the 42 laws of Mayat, withheld in 5 points. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice for all. And I follow and I uphold and support and have my faith in the 42 laws of Mayat. For the record, I, Christoph Soto Bey, have the right to travel from port to port, city to city, country to country, freely and unmolested. For the record, as a Moor, I, Christoph Soto Bey, support the 5 points of light on the Moorish flag, which are love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. For the record, anyone in any corporation attempting forgery on I, Christoph Soto Bey, will be committing a felony in all 50 states. I, Christoph Soto Bey, am a living, breathing, sentient being and a blood being of God, the universal creator, Hashem. Notice to the public. For the record, I am not a 14th Amendment citizen of the United States for America. I am a beneficiary of the Creator Hashem's earth. For the record, I am a private dweller who is not for public use and foreign to the United States Incorporation. Now you will find all of these tweets on my Twitter, and you will see that I have more than 2 and more than 3 witnesses who support what I said. And as made in biblical law, 2 or 3 witnesses will uphold in any court. So for those attempting to downplay or to diminish what I say and say that it's not true, just know what you are saying is false, because I am what I say I am, and that's all that I am. For those who don't like me confidentially, I don't give a damn. Now I, Christoph Soto Bey, is a walking, talking, independent, flesh and blood, living, sentient man created in the image of Hashem. Do you rebuke this? Then accept my non-domestic, non-assumptive, all rights reserved UCC 1308 without prejudice confidentiality notice. This private electric correspondence, including any and all attachments, are limited for the sole use of the intended recipient and may contain
privileged and or confidential information. Any and all political, private, or public privileged and or confidential information, any and all political, private, or public entities, federal, state, or local corporate governments, municipalities, international organizations, corporations, agents, investors, or informants, etc., and or third parties working in collusion by collecting and or monitoring these electric correspondence and or any other means of spying and collecting these communications without exclusive permission are barred from any and all unauthorized review, use, disclosure, and distribution, with explicit reservation of all rights without prejudice, and without recourse. Any omission does not constitute a waiver or any and all intellectual property rights or reserved rights. Notice to the principal is notice to the agent. Notice to the agent is notice to the principal. I, Christoph Soto Bay, is a walking, talking, independent island mortal man and a living spirit, not a person, not a corporation, and not any other type of abomination. The second sentence of the said Declaration of Independence declares, we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, and that they are endowed by the Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Emphasis added. The third sentence of unanimous declaration declares that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. Emphasis added. I am a man, created by in the image of our father Hashem, the living Hashem of Abraham, Isaac, Israel, and the father of Christ Yeshua. I deny that I am an animal. I deny that I do business or enter transactions with animals. My capacity is that of a lawful man, who has full legal capacity and full legal rights. One who has not been deprived of any rights in a court by outlawry, excommunication of infamy, one who is able to stand rectus in curia, right in court, able to serve as a juror and swear an oath. I am not a 14th Amendment citizen of the United States for America. I am a beneficiary of the Creator Hashem's earth, a private dweller, and who is not for public use and foreign to the United States incorporation. Dwelling in an independent international location upon continental Amexem, United States minor outlying islands and non-domestic to the District of Columbia, and expressly reserving all liberty, all rights reserved. Now these proclamations I have made today, but I've made them in the past. This is just a video recording of what I have said. Everything that I said is true. It is me, and that's all there is to it. So let that be a notice to the public and anybody else. And I support the Most High's laws, and I'm for the laws. And I support all my brothers and sisters on this earth who are for following the Most High's laws. Thank you very much. Have a great day. 13 love.